for our second quarterfinal matchup of the Queen of Sparta tournament. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, please make welcome Ariel Sunshine Beck. And now, fighting out of the blue court, shooting center blue corner, please make welcome Victoria Fury Leonardo.
And fight number 2 brings us Ariel Beck, who you've just seen enter the ring, facing off against our fighter coming down the entrance ramp. Some nice entrance music, I love it. Miss Victoria Leonardo. Again, this is a 125-pound fight. Fighters wearing 8-ounce gloves this evening. And talk to us, Catherine, a little bit about what it's like being on the receiving end of punches from different weight gloves. MMA gloves, 4 ounces. Here in the boxing, or actually let's hit up the tail of the tape here first. These two, even in age, barely a height advantage for Miss Beck. And we have a striker versus martial arts, which is interesting, coming from Leonardo.
Yeah,
see if that means, you know, just sort of a punching, kicking, striking background.
I know that Ariel Beck has a boxing background, so I'm excited to see how that plays out for this boxing match, you know?
Not only that, but to see how that plays out, advancing farther in the tournament.
Absolutely,
if you're here primarily as a striker, and of course you have the advantage in a boxing match, you do really well, then what happens once you get a little deeper into the tournament?
Yeah. I feel that once you start adding in some kicks, it just changes spatially, it changes the pace, it changes so much.
Fight number 2 of the evening is presented by Jiffy Lube of Loveland, Colorado. It's now time to meet our second quarterfinals Queen of Sparta fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, representing Montana MMA from Deer Lodge, Montana. Please make welcome Ariel Sunshine Beck. And now, fighting out of the blue court, shooting center blue corner, representing Elite Combat Academy and Killer Bees Jiu-Jitsu from Shreveport, Louisiana. Please make welcome Victoria Fury Leonardo. This quarterfinal Queen of Sparta tournament matchup is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Referee is Oscar Martinez.
All right, ladies, we had your final
Referee
instructions.
Oscar Martinez giving the
obey my commands at all times.
Combatants
from here,
couple last-minute instructions.
Touch them up.
Beck wearing the black gear this evening. Various shades of blue being shown by Victoria Leonardo, our Louisiana fighter. And always talk about it for fighters coming out of state. What is the altitude going to do to them? I've literally watched world-class athletes come up from sea level and get winded walking across the parking lot.
Absolutely. It is a little different.
And if by a little different you mean a lot,
A
then
lot
yes,
different.
I'll agree.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, and look at
opening up her hands.
Beck.
Beck is going.
And Leonardo looking to answer strong. And Beck, just a big smile on her face. Tail of the tape, one thing I wanted to talk about was what we had talked about in our last fight, and that was the big experience advantage of Beck, just having more cage time, more ring time. See how that plays out for her. Obviously, it did well for Miss Sin in the last fight. One thing I've seen a little bit from Leonardo is she comes in, her punching hand moves forward, but her other hand is dropping as well. And that's giving Beck a target. All she needs to do is parry or block, and she knows that pretty much the head is wide open. And seems that she's noticed that early on and is taking advantage. Nice uppercut on the exit by Leonardo. Oh, it looks like Leonardo's hurt. I hear Beck's corner saying it, and she's got, it looks like she took a shot right in the eye. Of course, we talk about it in MMA all the time, fingers in the eyes, and not possible with the boxing gloves, so you know it was just a good punch that has caused that damage.
Sparta Combat League's Queen of Sparta tournament is presented by Moody Insurance Agency with multiple locations in Colorado and offers business, personal lines, and employment benefits. It's Moody Insurance Agency.
Off mic, you and I had talked about it a little bit, Catherine, what it's like taking injuries or having pain while you're in there in the ring. What is Leonardo dealing with right now, knowing that she has that injury?
It depends on the fighter. I mean, as you're in the ring, it's actually a lot easier to block things out than some think. So I'm hoping it's not affecting her. She's kind of getting everything back under control and calm down, and we'll be completely fine starting in the second round.
Let's hope so. She's up off of her stool, showing that she's ready to go. But her corner was attending to that eye. Her corner, I actually saw them call the referee over. So I'm not sure what they were saying, if they thought, maybe it was loose tape that caused a scrape or something. Always hard to say.
If I was Beck, I would be. Oh, there you go. That was a great shot. Jabs and crosses for days.
Oh, and Beck takes the hard shot. Good job by Leonardo, getting her in the corner and going to work. Beck covering up. I think she was hoping that Leonardo was going to punch herself out and that she'd counter on the break. And Leonardo just kept with it, and Beck starting to show some wear.
Yeah.
Leonardo getting off with some power shots, and the legs of Beck are starting to go. And that's it. The referee has waved it off. Congratulations to the Elite Gym fighter. Victoria Leonardo going to go backstage, get herself ready for another fight.
That was a great comeback from the first round to the second.
And she
got composed.
Still kind of pawing away at her eye a little bit. So, of course, the thing that we worry about, well, actually, I'll get to that in a second. Take us through the replay here, Catherine.
I think she started to truly find her hands in the second round. She started to open up that jab cross. She backed her up into that corner and then just started throwing. And there wasn't anything coming back at her, so she could kind of pick her shots.
It was
wherever she wanted to go.
Pretty much a 74-punch combination.
Yeah, wherever she wanted to throw, she was throwing.
She got off with right there, and we can see him tending to the right eye. So what we worry about, of course, in a tournament is, has there been an injury sustained that is going to keep her from being able to continue? Of course, Dr. Alex Constantinides, truly, literally, I believe, the best in the business. He works for the UFC, does their fights when they're here in town. He'll go back, take a look at it. Keep fighter safety.
I broke my nose in the last tournament, and he said it's straighter than it was before it broke. I swear. He's amazing.
At 52 seconds of round number 2, referee Martinez has caught a stop to this fight, declaring a winner by TKO, Victoria Leonardo. back with a post-fight interview and on to our third quarterfinal matchup in a moment.
We'll get a couple word from our sponsors. They're going to go in the back for the post-fight interview. Then we'll be back with our third fight of the night.
I'm backstage now with Victoria
On to our
Leonardo,
third
who is the number
quarterfinal.
7 seed, just upset the number 2 seed Ariel Beck. How does it feel to get that win?
Oh my gosh, it feels great. We came to win this tournament, so I'm trying to give it all that I've got. I definitely have a lot of respect for Ariel. I watched her when I was an amateur, fight in my hometown, and so it was really cool to crawl into the ring with her.
You've been an underdog in a lot of your fights. You always find a way to get that win. How do you do it?
I believe in my training. I believe in what my coaches tell me, and I try to just compete at the best level that I can, and that's just what I've been doing so far.
Next up's kickboxing. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited for it. I'm glad that I got out of this boxing match without going the full distance, so hopefully I have some more energy.
Yeah, you got a first round stoppage, you got some time to rest and recover, then you got your kickboxing match. What are you going to do between rounds while you have some downtime to recover?
I'm definitely going to rehydrate and just take some deep breaths in and try to relax and then get re-warmed up for the kickboxing match.
Well, congratulations on a beautiful fight. You got that knockout. Great job.